my beauties. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Maggie and I do all types of skincare, self-care, and spiritual care types of videos. So if that's something you may be interested in, I would love for you to stick around just by hitting that subscribe button so that you never miss another self-care video from me. And as I mentioned in my other videos, I'm going to be bringing you guys all types of self-care, spiritual care type of videos because I really want us to level up in this new year, right? Spiritually, right? I want us to be a little more mentally, spiritually connected. I want us all to be a little more spiritually mature in this crazy world that we're living in, so that God may, supply and bless us with all of our desires, all of our needs, and we can level up in 2021 and really let God work in our lives. So that is my goal for this channel this year. So again, stick around by hitting that subscribe button. But if you're here just because of the title of the video, then yes, I have a list of 10 things we should be avoiding in the morning time. So let's get into these tips now. So like I mentioned, 2020 is all about elevating. It's all about following our dreams and really putting that time and energy into the things that we want to manifest this year, right? And that starts with, what are we doing on a daily basis? We all know getting up in the morning is super productive. We can get so many more things done. But if you're doing any of these things on my list, then yes, we need to stop doing these things right now. Starting with number 1, and that's hitting that snooze button or just not getting up at all. I know we're all still in quarantine. I know I'm still in quarantine. I'm still stuck in the house. So I've definitely been taking advantage of my sleep, of my quiet time, my Bible study time. Like, I've literally been taking advantage of these little time frames, within my day, because I know if I was still working, I would not be able to get anything done. But I am trying to change that. But yeah, hitting that snooze button. Maybe you wanted to film a video. Maybe you wanted to put, a couple hours into your business or whatever it is that you have going on. Hitting that snooze button or just not getting up at all, sleeping all the way until noon, 11 in the morning. We definitely have to change that. We won't get anything done because if you have children like me, then it's almost impossible to get anything done when everybody in the house is awake and alert and you have so many responsibilities to them. So don't hit that button. Get up and get some things done. All right, number 2, things that we need to avoid in the morning time, and I'm so guilty of this, and that is getting on social media. I remember when I first started like YouTube or really started selling my business like on Etsy and things, like sometimes I will wake up in the middle of the night like just for a bathroom break and I'm on my phone, like I'm checking analytics, I'm checking messages or see if anything has changed. And I noticed when I did that, like I don't fall back asleep right away, or I'm not really getting the rest that I need. And not only that, now my mind is consumed with all of this. Now my mind is consumed on scrolling and what it is that I need to do on social media. And we need to change that, including myself. I'm changing that. I swapped out me getting on social media in the morning for grabbing one of my, Bible study books, or grabbing my Bible, or grabbing some headphones and just listening to some sermons or something. Like, I found that to be so much more productive and so much, more better for my soul and for my brain, than hopping on my phone in the morning, guys. Please give this a try because I know we're probably all in that same boat. But yeah, swap out your phone for maybe a little reading time or just a little quiet time with God. Number 3 of things we should be avoiding, including myself, and that is drinking coffee. First thing in the morning, okay? I love me some coffee. I probably do drink it often. I definitely have slowed down a bit, but drinking, like as soon as I get up, I'm putting my pot of coffee on, and I know it's different. Like if you work in the morning, you have tons of errands, or you leave, you're hitting the door and you just need that cup of coffee. I definitely understand. But if you do have a little bit of extra time in the morning, don't gravitate towards the coffee. Gravitate towards some water. Gravitate towards stretching a little bit, waking your body up naturally, other than, gravitating towards all that caffeine, all of that coffee first thing in the morning, right? So eat a banana, eat some water, drink a bottle of water, put some lemon in it, stretch, move your body a little bit more before we're just consuming all of that caffeine already. Number 4, things we should be avoiding in the morning time, and that is skipping breakfast. I am such a breakfast person, but lately I have been noticing that I have not been getting up really. It's been like grab and goes for the kids, cereal for the kids, like I said, a little egg, you know, pancake something, you know, but I've been noticing that I wouldn't make anything for me, right? Get the kids situated, but then I'm back to work, right? I'm usually in this room, or I'm, you know, in my other sort of beauty room, or I'm doing something, I'm brainstorming, I'm getting things ready for the day, and I will forget. I will not eat literally a bite of food until like 4 in the afternoon, 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And me and hubby look at each other like, wow, we haven't even eaten today, right? So I'm promising, you know, to myself, right, and to my body that I'm going to start fueling you up, baby. I'm going to start putting those good, you know, nutritions and that energy back into the body, because we need it. We need fuel. We cannot be running off fumes all day, okay? So skipping breakfast, if you're not a breakfast person, then maybe some rolled oats, some breakfast oats, some, you know, breakfast smoothies, anything like that to give us that initial energy in the morning so that it can carry us through the rest of the day, okay? So stop skipping breakfast. All right, number 5 is not letting enough sun in. So in my room, I have blackout panels, right? So it gets super dark, like it'll be early afternoon and it look like it's about midnight in my room sometimes because of my curtains, right? So in the morning, even though I'm such a night person, guys, I worked midnights for 4 years straight. I worked the third shift for 4 years straight, so I'm such like a midnight person still. Like I thrive. I like being in the dark. I like being awake at those hours and, you know, getting things done at those quiet hours, and that's just still stuck with me, right? So I would forget sometimes, like, damn, it's 11 in the, you know, morning, it's 9 in the morning or whatever. We need to let some sun in, right? Not only will that make us get up and move our body physically, but the actual waking up of the sun, the brightness, the warmth from the sun, whatever you want to call it, is so refreshing, right? And it just makes me want to be productive. It just makes me want to get more things done. So I have started doing that more. Opening my blinds, opening my panels, and letting all that good old vitamin D, you know, fill us up inside. All right, number 6 of things we need to stop doing in the morning or start doing in the morning, and that is hydrating. Now, I know I said we need to stay away from coffee and all of that first thing in the morning, but this time I'm telling you that we need to hydrate. Yes, we do need to hydrate. It's recommended that we hydrate first thing in the morning, and that's where the lemon water comes in, right? That's where the bottled waters come in, right? First thing in the morning. And I don't know why I haven't started doing this until now, but I leave everything on my nightstand now. Everything that I want to do right thing in the morning, like my book that I mentioned, I have a really good spiritual book on my nightstand, and I have a small little Bible, kind of like this one. I have a small little, you know, handheld Bible that I can, you know, just search up a scripture or just search up my feelings or anything that I want to resonate on that morning. I have a devotional, I have my bottle of water, all right there, like in my Bible, right? Right on my nightstand, right? So it's easier for me to remember those things when I wake up. So hydrate first thing in the morning if we can. Again, we're not gonna keep waiting until 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon to get something in our system. All right, number 7 is eating right away. I know my notes are kind of all over the place, but it's all about balance. It's all about just kind of like what works for you. You know, if you want that, you know, like boost of energy, or, you know, you want a more productive morning, you know, you just kind of tweak it to what works for you. But yes, eating right away, grabbing that snack like before your eyes, before you even wash your face, get the crust out of your eyes, grabbing something to eat, putting your body, you know, and I understand like if it's healthy or something like a banana or orange, I mean, I'm guessing that's fine, but I'm talking like me, because me and my husband, we do lots of like late night snacks or whatever you want to call it. And shoot, if I see it, if it's, you know, sometimes I have like some snacks or, you know, whatever. Like I'm just thinking broadly, because sometimes I do find myself doing this. I will wake up and I'll, you know, and I'll nibble on it. I'll snack on whatever it is that was, you know, sitting there or whatever that I had, whatever. But we have to stop doing that. If you're a snacker like me, if you like sweet, chocolate, cookies, salty, peanuts, whatever. If you're like me, then yes, I'm definitely a snacker, and I vow to stop doing that in the mornings, right? and getting some real food in my system. All right, number 8. We are finally on number 8, and this one I feel like is still not grasped on a lot, and that is simply making our bed. How many of us still make our bed? Honestly, how many of us still get up, fix the pillows, fix the sheets, actually walk around the whole bed, fix it up, straighten it up in the morning before you do anything else? Guys, like, we have to start making our bed. And I can honestly say, I'm not perfect or anything, but I can honestly say maybe 6 days out of the week, that's the first thing that I do, because not only does it make me feel like a sense of accomplishment, like that's the first accomplishment that I had, during the day. Like, it makes me want to start cleaning up other things. Like, it makes me want to get everything else in order, just like my bed. And not to mention, I just love my bed. I think it's such a queen bed. I feel like it's, just so comfortable. And it coming from a dark place, years ago, being homeless and not having a bed for so long. Like, I definitely look at it more spiritually. I look at it more as a gratitude thing. Like, I'm grateful for having this bed because I didn't always have this bed type of feeling. So once you start shifting your whys and your, why should I do this right now? Make your bed. A lot of people don't have a bed, right? People are sleeping on floors, in their cars, on air mattresses, and I think that first little bit of gratitude, just making your bed, right, is the first step to appreciating everything else that's around as well, right? If that makes sense. So start to get up, start to just make your bed, and tell me you won't see a shift or a difference in your mood or just the overall ambiance, right? Number 9 of things we need to stop doing in the morning, and that is not praying or reading, starting your day off with something spiritual. That's what we definitely need to start doing in the morning. So like I said, I make it so much easier on myself by leaving my books or my devotionals right on my nightstand so that it's easier to, grab to. And then hubby's, laying right next to me, so I'm kind of like reading it to him subconsciously. And, we always just try to wake up on the right foot, okay? If you haven't, and, again, I'm not perfect. It's not like I can get up 7 days a week, even though that's my goal. I do want to do that, and I think that's really going to be my goal for 2021. Again, being more spiritually mature, putting God first and not being so covetous of this world, right, so to speak. And start putting God first in every area, right, of our life. And that starts with praying, starting our days off with gratitude, just saying thanks, right? Just saying thank you, giving gratitude, giving praise and worship for all the things that you're grateful for. So putting God first, reading your Bible, doing some type of devotional, listening to a sermon. Like, I even put Joyce Meyer on the TV in the morning. Anything to get our days started off right. And that definitely starts with some type of Bible study, writing, journaling, things like that. And my last tip for things that we should avoid in the morning time, and that is rushing out the door, not planning ahead, right? So if you're still working, you know what time you got to be at work. If the kids are in school, you know what time they have to be in school. So why is it that we still procrastinate and wait to the very last minute to get everything done? And now in the morning time, we're going to be stressed out, we're going to be yelling, we're going to be frustrated, and probably end up being late wherever it is that we're going. So in the morning time, even if you do have to wait till the morning, sometimes I forget to do things, but I know I'm getting my butt up at 4 or 3 or whatever it is that I need to get up so that I can get what it is done that I need to get done, right? So in 2021, there will be no more rushing. We're going to be prepared. Sorry, my dog is right outside this door. We're going to be prepared, we're going to plan ahead, and we're going to be more responsible and more organized in 2021. And it all starts with our mornings, and it all starts with what we do on a daily basis. All right, you guys, that's all I have for this video. I really hope that we start taking back our mornings, and I will see you in another video. Bye.